Hello Libra, welcome in. We are going to be doing your October reading today. And I've already meditated on your energy. I felt a deep sense of clearing happening, and I'm recording this on the new moon in Libra. So I utilized my astrology deck before getting started, and we had the second house and opposition come through. So definitely getting this sense that you could be seeing some changes around your resources, maybe feeling some conflict around your resources at this time. But especially with this new moon in Libra, and we do have Venus in Libra right now as well. Let me double check that that is the case at this point. Give me 2 seconds really quick. New moon in Libra. Yeah, okay. Venus entered Libra on October 13th. So definitely if you look in your own chart just to see like what house Libra is in, and see kind of what's going on in your own chart. But yeah, collectively, some Libras might be experiencing some changes around their resources. So let's get into the reading and see what this clearing energy that is coming through is all about. I felt guided to use my Phoenix cards, so we are going to start with them. They're an archetypal deck, and then we'll get into the tarot, and then we'll close out with some oracle cards. Okay, let's see. The Traitor. Interesting. What else wants to come through here? The Seer. And the Servant. And Pegasus on the bottom. Wow, this is some really powerful energy. I wanted to use this deck because it's quite an intense deck, and we are in Scorpio. Well, we're not in Scorpio season yet, but we are in that like fall death season right now. Still honoring you, Libra, as we're still in your season. But yeah, let's just take a look at these cards really quick. The Traitor, the Seer, and the Servant. So I get this sense that you could be like, it's almost like these different parts of you, right? And at one hand, you could be doing some very intense spiritual work, and there could be other ways of going about this work, or how am I trying to say this? Like there are other avenues in which you could receive like sessions from other healers, or like trade your work, I'm getting the sense of. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is you could be like feeling this duality between really having to kind of make a living in the real world and like sustain yourself while developing these really powerful gifts here. Do you see what I'm saying now? And I just get this like sense of like even just then, like there is this feeling of like, oh, like I'm doing all this stuff, but like it's like you can't get the words out. You can't like energetically, there's like this kind of confusion around how everything is going to land, or how you're going to be able to really tap into this deeper work that you're doing here in a sustainable way. And I think there are other avenues that you might not be seeing, and it could be really useful to you to really lean into your intuition and ask your guides, your angels for help, your well-tended ancestors for help and guidance. And yeah, I think there's more to what's going on than meets the eye. And this trade energy, I do get this sense that there could be other healers that could really help you along your journey, or that you could help along in their journey. And there might be an equal give and take there, where you can continue to advance your skills even if you don't have, like, per se, the actual physical, like, monetary, is that even a word? But the monetary needs. There might be another avenue for this, is what I'm saying. And I'm personally someone who I feel that doing trades is a really beautiful way to exchange gifts, as long as it feels nourishing to both parties. I don't see any issue with that. So there could be a really beautiful exchange here coming in that Spirit is guiding. And really, I feel like you're just being asked to trust and really surrender, like trying to figure out how all of this is going to play out in the mind. All right, let's get into the tarot. Whoa, that one just like fell out. Medicine wheel. The King of Pentacles. So we are doing past, present, and future for the month of October. What is relevant for you in October? So the past is, I like to look into the past because we're always experiencing everything all at once, right? In a way, time really isn't linear. So like, I like to bring in whatever's relevant from the past into the reading. What do we need to know about the past during this time period that's going to like help you move forward? Okay, let's keep going. So in the present, what do we have going on here, Spirit, for Libra? Libra, on your new moon. Yeah, that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up on. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not explaining. Right now in the present, we have this Four of Swords energy, and that's kind of what this new moon feels like. It feels gentle in a way of like more of a clearing and like a buildup of energy than your typical new moon. It doesn't feel as like, I guess, as like fresh as I expected it to feel. Does that make sense? It feels a little bit more like, you know, as we are about to enter this death season, it's like this buildup of energy that we either need a lot of rest or just like kind of allowing still for things to play out. That was too many cards, so we're gonna just ask for one for the future, and then I will explain everything going on here for you. Judgment. Okay, and let's see what's on the bottom here. Queen of Wands. So I feel like you're moving in a really good direction. In the past, we have the Medicine Wheel in reverse, which is interesting. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. I love this deck. Oh my god. I get this feeling that with that Medicine Wheel in reverse, it's that same sense where I think you really need to trust that the resources are going to show up. and that there's something in the divine that you really need to surrender to and trust in something like it's not something you're going to be able to logically see unfold, if that makes sense. So in the past, with that King of Pentacles and that Queen of Swords, I feel like, let's get one clarifier on this King of Pentacles here. Nine of Swords. You know what? There could have been also a masculine energy that really drained your resources in the past. Or this could have been something, just one. Yeah, interesting. Two fell out, but we're going to take it. We have the Queen of Cups and the Lovers card. So I feel like a certain dynamic in the past could have really drained your resources. But you were able to cut away from this. You see with the medicine wheel in reverse, especially if I'm talking to a feminine presenting individual or someone very, very in tune with their psychic capabilities and their higher gifts from the divine, there is this sense that whether it was, I'm getting the sense that it could have been a person, or again, like a job, whatever that was like draining this beautiful medicine and all these gifts from you and left you feeling really in your head and lost and confused about this. But you were able to cut away from that and really do some good healing work. And I feel like because of this, I can't show you the card because I guess it's banned from YouTube now, but the Lovers card came out with the Queen of Cups. And I feel as though you're really, when you cut away from this energy, you're really like opening yourself back up to your gifts, and like your cup is just gonna floweth over. I don't know why, but like that's what I heard in my head, so I felt the need to say it like that. And then we also have that Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. So good on you for really separating yourself from that. Now, this could have been a marriage, too, that really drained your resources as well, your financial resources, and you're, like, in this process of rebuilding. And with that servant energy, too, this person could have really treated you in a way that was not like a divine partnership, but more of like this unequal power dynamic here. That's one storyline I'm picking up as well. So in the present moment, we have this Four of Swords, the High Priest, that card is so pretty, and the Five of Wands. So I feel like, okay, there's a couple things coming up right now. Let me clarify this High Priest energy here. Okay, nothing wants to come out. So I actually want to, yeah. I was saying in my head, let's clarify the Five of Wands instead. 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Put that 10 of Wands on the bottom. Okay, there's some internal conflict happening right now that Four of Swords, the High Priest, and the Five of Wands. I feel as though you are kind of in this moment of healing and resting and kind of taking a step back to heal your inner masculine energy here. To really be able to take action in your life and to move yourself forward. And there is this bit of conflict that you're kind of sitting with, trying to untangle, to eventually move yourself forward. And I think you're going to be able to do that well with that 8 of Wands and that 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you really did the work of cutting away from what's not serving you. So now you're kind of like in this rest period. And I'm definitely getting the sense of like just being gentle with yourself and allowing yourself the time to process and heal through this. Because it really did create a big burden on your back. So honoring you in your process of healing this. Wow, and I haven't even like looked at the future yet, and it is right on point of what I'm already picking up for you in the present. I'm just going to take a sip of my little drink here. Yeah, so in the future, you have the 6 of Swords, the Justice card, and the Judgment card. Literally your card right there, smack dab in the middle. Lots of Swords energy too. So yeah, lots of air, fire, and earth energy in this reading. So you could have been dealing with one of those signs. Not a lot of water, not nearly almost any water in this reading other than the Queen of Cups. Which I do feel like is like your emotional body healing after this turmoil. But anyways, oops, I put these out of order. So the 6 of Swords, Justice, and Judgment. Wow, what a powerful reading. You are going to be moving straight on ahead forward out of this dynamic here. Really healing. And even, wow, what came to my mind is putting the sword down. So I feel like you see how she has the sword in the beginning, and then it's like she still has like the sword in their hand here. And then by the end of it, it's like, no, you're putting the sword down. You no longer have to like kind of worry about like protecting yourself. I'm getting like you're able to kind of rest easy in this future movement ahead and really allow yourself to then focus on your resources and your growth and your movement forward and really growing and awakening yourself in a really powerful way with that Judgment card leading you out of the reading. Let's just pull one card on this Judgment card. Wow, yeah, you are stepping into some really powerful energy here. Whoa. 2 of Swords. When you go within. Which is, I think, what you're doing now. Really listening to yourself and allowing yourself to heal. Yeah. Cutting away from energies that don't serve you. Knight of Swords and the Devil card. Someone could be angry that you are moving forward here. But you need to just keep going and yeah, you need to just keep moving ahead because people are going to be intimidated by your ability to really move yourself ahead and to really step into your gifts. And some people will really honor you in that and be proud of you and supportive to you. But Strength card underneath too. And the 9 of Pentacles. So again, really stepping into this golden, beautiful energy here. And I just want to honor you in that because I know how much work that takes internally to really step into yourself like that. But yeah, just really lean into the mantra too. Any energy sent my way is used to empower me. Any energy sent my way will transmute into strength and movement forward. Like anything like that where you can really start to understand your power and take it back, and not in a way that's forceful, but in a way that is elegant and a way that is in alignment with your morals and your values, where you're no longer letting people take advantage of your energy, but you're also not like wielding the sword so strongly that you're stooping down to anyone's level. Do you see what I'm saying? So that is some powerful energy. Looking forward to seeing, well, these next cards and what happens in November here for you. Okay, we're going to close out the reading with the Human Spirit Oracle deck. I love the side of this deck. It's so freaking pretty. Okay, let's see what wants to come through for you. Libra. Libra! I have a Libra moon. Love you guys. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, which I did not say yet. And yeah, let's see what wants to come through for you guys. I've been doing a lot of studying of astrology lately, so it's just so interesting to deepen your understanding of a skill, and it's like a language that is like ever expanding, and there's always something to learn, so it's really been a profound experience. Wow. And Spirit told me to make sure to start with the Phoenix cards and close out with this deck. So, happy to be doing so. Wow, really taking the mask off. Not that your mask was ever, like, necessarily... It wasn't necessarily harmful to others. I feel like you were moving in integrity, I'm getting. But it's more so that it was more harmful to you than anyone else. Which Libra can struggle with people pleasing, which isn't necessarily honest or authentic, right? If we're not really saying how we feel. But even as a Libra, even if you are, sometimes with that natural essence to want to create harmony, there can be this self-abandonment at times, even unconsciously. So it's something to be aware of. Wow, this is really beautiful. Oh my God, Libra. Blessing in disguise. So you are really releasing something, and it could feel scary right now, or it could have felt scary in the past, but I think your higher self and your intuition knows that this is a blessing in disguise and that you are moving in the right direction. So allow whatever's trying to leave, because you're really stepping into a powerful new timeline. Not my circus, not my monkeys. So again, whatever drama is around you, whatever this devil energy, this Knight of Swords, this Emperor energy, these power dynamics, it does feel like a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a masculine person necessarily, like presenting person. This could be a female with really intense, like dominating energy as well. So you know your story best. But yeah, it's really important to just step away from this drama and don't like engage with any gossip, or like don't allow any of this to get under your skin. Walk with integrity, talk with integrity, and authenticity, speak your truth, but don't involve yourself in the drama of it. Support system. So I feel like regardless, you do have a lot of people around you that want to see you flourish and really step into yourself. So really just lean into what is nourishing you at this time. Be really mindful of who you're sharing your energy with. And on the bottom we have Baby, I'm a Star. So you are really breaking cycles and stepping. And I want to say too, with the Phoenix deck, I didn't necessarily show you this card, but on the bottom of the Phoenix deck we had the Pegasus. So look at that parallel there. You know, both these cards are like indicating kind of the energy that's moving around you that could be a little bit a mixed bag of energy, right, that you're moving through here. But at the end of the day, you're really, really like embodying your full expression in a powerful way that is going to, yeah, maybe intimidate some, maybe upset some, but ultimately you stepping into your light is going to help others grow, even if it pisses them off. And we need more of that on this planet. We need people being themselves and shining their lights brightly. So honoring you in that. Thank you for doing this work on yourself and allowing yourself to really step into this new version of yourself. So yeah, yay Libra. Please feel free to comment down below if this resonated for you. I'd love to hear about your lives. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, and if you ever want a personal reading from me, the link is also below. And feel free to check out October Astrology, as we have that linked down below as well. Okay, Libra, I hope you're able to find a message here today, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.